What's going on, y'all boys? So today I'm here to review chapter 1098 of One Piece a week after its release. And it's crazy because I had covered the spoilers for this chapter a week ago when they came out and I still didn't review the chapter on time. I'm sorry about that, but I'm here today to go ahead and get my thoughts on it. So what I'm gonna start doing with these reviews, I'm gonna just start going through the events chronologically so I have a little bit of structure because usually I'll just jump around the chapter and stuff. So we gotta stop doing that. So let's get into it. Roughly 2 years after her disappearance, Ginny returns to the Sorbet Kingdom and contracts the Revolutionary Army, or contacts them. It is revealed that Ginny was captured by the world government and forced to become the wife of a royal noble. That happened last chapter. During her forced marriage, Ginny gave birth to a daughter and named her Bonnie, revealing that she is not Kuma's biological daughter. I had seen that in the spoilers. I remember it said that she had a daughter with the celestial dragon, so we already know that from that, or at least I knew that from that. Kuma attempts to teleport to her during her time in Marige while Ginny contracted a disease that causes stone-like dark marks to appear on her skin known as sapphire scales, which spreads when exposed to natural light and has no known cure. As a result of her infection, Ginny was thrown out and forced to travel, completely exposed to the sunlight, worsening her disease until she returned to Sorbet and died in Kuma's church. Kuma finds the infant Bonnie and swears to raise her as his own in Ginny's memory. Kuma raises Bonnie with the help of the villagers. He continues to act as a commander in the Revolutionary Army, helping to liberate other countries in the meantime. A scene of Kuma training a young Sabo in combat is shown. Prior to Bonnie's fifth birthday, she manifested a patch of sapphire scales on her cheek, revealing she inherited the disease from Ginny. Because of this, Kuma quits the Revolutionary Army so he could be with her. I totally just missed, I think I just skipped over the fact that there was a panel where he was training with young Sabo. Young Sabo. I don't even know if I just said that. I don't know. But there was a panel showing that, so that was cool to see. Because of this, because of Bonnie getting the disease, Kuma quits the army so he could be with her, so he can be by her side. Because she felt teased by the other children, Kuma started calling these spots on her face jewelry to make her feel better. A doctor knows of the doctor a doctor that knows of the disease tells Kuma that Bonnie will die around age 10. Um, the summary doesn't mention it here, but Bonnie mishears this and thinks that she will be cured by the age of 10. Kuma goes along with it, he doesn't want to make her upset, and that's totally understandable, and that's one of the saddest parts of this chapter. I think that's my favorite part of this chapter, but let me go ahead and read the rest of the summary or the rest of the events. 16 years after his last attempt that was foiled by the freedom fighters, King Bikori resumes his original goal for Sorbet Kingdom, terrorizing and burning Medi residents. The villagers flee to Kuma and ask him for help, and that's where the chapter ends. There's also a break next week, which is this week. But my favorite part of this chapter, two big things, is when Ginny dies. So one thing also I gotta mention is that most of this chapter is unfinished, as in most of the drawings are sketches. This is the first time it's ever happened in One Piece's 25, 26-year history, around there, which is crazy, which was so crazy. And I'm happy that Oda got a break after this, a week break, at least he got some sort of break after this. But I really do like this drawing of Kuma. I think the roughness of it, adds to the emotion. This is the part where they find out, or this is when Ginny calls them and tells them like, "Yo, this is the last time I'm gonna see y'all. This is goodbye." And I think this drawing, the roughness and sketchiness of this drawing, just adds to the emotion. But my two favorite moments of this chapter is when she dies and he gets there, he teleports there right after she dies, and he just holds her in his arms, bro. You don't even get to see it. She looks. I think it's so bad. The way they describe it is that she looks like beyond recognition. Like she looks bad, and we don't see her face though. But we could just infer like it's bad, and just man, look at it, man. I think this is my second favorite part of the chapter. My favorite part, I love. We see a lot of the stuff, a lot of stuff of him raising Bonnie. I love that stuff. My favorite part of the chapter though is when we see him go to the doctor. We see him go to the doctor. I think this part is really cute too when he, tries to cheer her up when the kids start teasing her, like, yo, nah, this is jewelry, bro. They're just jealous of you. Love that. My favorite part is when he goes to the doctor. He's like, yo, the doctor's like, yo, so this is a disease. It's bad. There's no cure. She will be dead by the age of 10. And then Bonnie hears it. She's like, yo, I'll be good by when I'm 10, I'll be cured. And he has to lie to her because he can't tell her that she's actually gonna die. He can't tell her that. And anyone with kids knows this. Like you can't tell them anything bad, crazy like that, bro. You just couldn't, you know. So he has to lie to her. I really like that part of the chapter, and it's really sad. It's really sad. Like this chapter is really sad. Kuma's life is so sad, bro. I think his backstory is the best one out of any of the backstories we've seen in One Piece. And we've seen a lot of them. I think his is definitely the saddest. It's definitely made me feel the most. The one in the running, the only one in the running is like Robin's, because Robin, had her whole island burned down to the ground, stuff like that. But I think, man, this one is really emotional. Like I was really tearing up reading this chapter, bro. Like me talking about it cannot give this justice at all. You just have to go read it for yourself, bro. Really, you have to. I love it. I love it. Best chapter so far regarding his backstory. I think this is the best one so far. Spoilers should be coming out next week. I'll cover that on time. I will review it on time. But that's all from me, and I'll see you on the next one.